Hello internet, me again, and back to working on Vauxhall Corsa. We're going to change the exhaust, so I'll take you through it. We'll see how we do that then. Let me show you what we're looking at. We're going to take a look at the exhaust. So I've got the car up on the ramps because it's going to be a bit easier. I'm going to have to tilt you, unfortunately, to get under here. But you can see the exhaust has kind of been bodged together. So we've got a new centre section and we're going to try and replace that today. The hard part is going to be getting all of this gunk off and actually getting it separated. So I think that's the first job. Let's try and get rid of all of that rubbish. Then we probably just need to cut bolts off and try and sort that. So that's the first job. You'll see I've got the new exhaust section, middle pipe. I'm hoping to keep the rear back box the same, and I've got the new flexi, so I've started using a load of plus gas on everything to try and get them released. So the first thing I'm going to do is try and separate these. So you see I've already put a load of plus gas on, and actually the first one is now moving, which is great. Let's try. Okay, they're moving. They're coming undone. More of that horrible paste stuff. Probably to try and stop exhaust leaks. So I'll continue. I'll get this off, see if we can loosen that up a bit. There we are. Bracket removed. It came off quite easily actually. That bracket's not too bad. Now whether it'll split apart and separate is another question, but what I've done is put a bit more penetrating fluid on it. At least that's now starting. So let's go up to the front. Let's take the exhaust sensor out, the O2 sensor. Because that might be tricky to get out. We want that out in one piece, and then tackle that front connector. Back under at the front now, and the bit we're looking at, trying to see if you can see it. There we go. There's the sensor we need to remove. So again, loads of penetrating fluid on it and going gentle with this one. So I'm going to go and get the spanner and see if I can get on it and get it moving. You know, this O2 lambda sensor is giving me a bit of a headache. Loads of penetrating fluid. Also been trying with a hammer as well, just to try to break that rust bond. It is really tough. So I think what I'm going to do is get the blowtorch on it, heat it. Obviously careful of the top part of the sensor, but if I can heat the bottom part, see if that can help ease it apart. Because that one's proven tricky. I've managed to undo or slacken off these bolts, so I know that those are going to move. So it's really just get the O2 sensor out, the lambda sensor, and then progress from there. So I'll keep hitting it, and let's get some heat on it. got it moving. As soon as it's moving a little bit, I'm going to give it another plus gas so that it makes sure that the threads get nice and coated. Now it's moving, last thing I want to do is cause the threads damage. But that's great, that's moving now. There we have it. We have our lambda sensor out. Now just whilst you're undoing it, take the plug connector off. Again, it's one of these standard squeeze and gently pull it out, and then you can take the whole sensor out. Now you could replace it, but between 50 and 100 pounds a sensor, I'd rather not if we don't have to. So we've now got that out. So the last one is to try and get rid of all this crud, get this off, and let's try getting the exhaust out. I've got the exhaust hangers off now. Again, a lot of penetrating fluid, and using a big screwdriver to kind of prise them off is the way forward. So I've taken that one off. I've got the very far one off the exhaust box. I have left one holding the back box on, because now we need to split the pipe down that far end. It's all disconnected up here, so we've got the whole thing moving about. So I'm hoping I'm going to get enough movement to go and try and undo that stuck joint down there, and then we can get the middle pipe off. After cleaning it up with a wire brush, getting all the old rubbish off, also cleaned the studs up a little bit. You can see this is studs on this one rather than bolts, so I do have some new nuts to go on here. We're going to put the proper gasket on there, which is going to give us a much better seal when we tighten it up. So I think we can now get the new exhaust lined up, start to take a look and see what it looks like in place, and line things up, I think. Compare them up, it looks good. And also just going to do a quick test fitting of the lambda sensor. Yeah, that fits, that screws in okay, because I have known those not to fit actually. Sometimes the screw threads haven't been made properly, or there's a manufacturing defect, and it's better to know now before we start trying to put it on the car. So let's get it into place. Going to use some exhaust paste, help slide things in, help it fit together, but at the same time it should also make sure we've got a good seal. Going to be quite generous, as I say. I'm going to use it to help slide things together. It's about now that it is much easier if you've got a second person, because going backwards and forwards to try and slot everything in would have been handy, but we've got the bottom lined up and pushed in as hard as I can, and you can see we're lined up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fasten this up here, to keep that from moving, and then we're going to work at tightening up and use the U-bolts to fasten that bit, the U-bracket to fasten that down there. So let's get the bolts on this. The nuts, I should say, shouldn't I? Yeah. Try it. I need more tea. Cup of tea time. I've spent a bit of time on this. What I did was used the little bottle jack and a piece of wood to hold the exhaust in the right position to make sure I can get it all fastened in nicely. Then you can see I've used the U-clamp here, got it on its side so that the studs aren't sticking down, so there's nothing hanging down underneath. See, there's a fair bit of room under there, to be honest. And I've got those nice and tight, and you can see the paste there. It's leaking out a bit, but that's fine. As it heats up, that should set nice and solid. I've got all of the hangers installed now. Just take a look. Just push the hangers back on again using some penetrating fluid on the rubber and the hanger. The metal hanger makes them slip over nicely. We're going to just go and tighten the studs up at the front, and that should be our exhaust in place. And we'll start it up and see if we've solved the problem. Hopefully it's not the back box that's noisy. If it's the back box, then that's a reasonably simpler job. We know just to undo this, take those two off, and we can take the back box, but I think it's this middle section. Oh, we need to get the lambda sensor back in as well, so let's get that into position. Always do things like this up by hand first, make sure that they're not getting cross-threaded. See if it's lined up now. Yep, that's starting to grip. Just twisting the wire around because I don't want that to get caught as well. Okay, and remember the connector. Make sure it clicks into place like that. And I'm just going to tighten the studs at the front, just make sure they're nice and tight. And these do up to 25 nanometers of torque, so I've got the torque wrench set on 25. And it's a size 13 socket. And there we go. So that's them all set at 25 nanometers. So that's now on. Our lambda sensor is on. We're all fastened up. Good to go. So I think what we'll do is tidy up all the tools, start her up, and see what the sound's like. See if it's quieting down that slightly noisy exhaust. And there we go. The car's much quieter. We changed the exhaust and it's all working great. So another successful fix. And I hope this video has been useful to you to have a go at changing your own exhaust. It's not a difficult job. A couple of ramps and a socket set, some spanners. That's about all you need really. And you can get the exhaust online on eBay, things like that. Dead easy. So hope you enjoyed this video. Do put a like down the bottom if it was of use to you or you enjoyed watching, and stay subscribed because there's more videos coming up very soon. I'll see you in the next video.